I don't know why I wanted some oxtails during the middle of the week. It's Tuesday, so I decided to go pick up some. Just right there, I think that's probably about almost 5 pounds. But look at the price of this thing. It's $9.89 a pound, almost $47 for just these few pieces of oxtails. But I'm telling you, hey, it's probably worth every penny of it. But I'm gonna show you how I cook them here. You know, it's country boys there in Jasper, Texas. First, I take Tony's, and you probably notice I use Tony's on everything. Just sprinkle a little bit on it because you don't need much because we're gonna have some more seasoning that we're gonna put on these. And then you want some garlic salt with parsley. So I'm gonna just sprinkle a little bit on that, just covering them up, not too much. And then I'm gonna put a little red pepper to give it a little spice. So that cayenne pepper, just a little bit. And this is what it looks like. See how it's coated? And these things are pretty thick. This one right here, probably about 2.5 inches thick. You see that light covering of seasoning I have on it? I'm gonna put my thumb on it. You see right there. So that's about 2 inches, 2.5. But once we get them all seasoned up, I'm gonna take a pan. I'm gonna put a little oil in it, vegetable oil. You can use whatever oil you want. Use olive oil. I'm gonna just coat the bottom of it. And what I'm gonna do is brown these a little bit. And the reason I brown it, it helps keeps all the seasoning stuff in it. So I just like to brown my stuff before I cook it. So we're gonna go ahead and put this in the pan. We're gonna brown it. And a lot of people, I know you can cook these on the stove top, but it takes a lot of work. You got to keep stirring because it'll stick to the pot, and it's just a lot of work. But the best thing to do is just put them in the oven. So once I brown it, I'm gonna just turn them over and brown the other side, and try to brown on the sides of it also if you can. But a lot of people don't do this step right there. If you want to just speed up the process, you really don't have to brown these. You can just put them straight into the oven and do what you got to do. But I like to, it's just a habit of doing this. So we got them all browned. And what you want to do next, I got this fresh cut, this is onions and bell peppers. So I had already put it in there. I forgot to record that process, but I went on and got some that's already pre-cut. Then you get your recipe, secret Lipton onion recipe soup mix. Now this is the step right here. That's what makes the oxtails. You know, a lot of people don't do that, but that's how I do. And then you get some cream of mushroom with roasted garlic. I love garlic, so I just went on and got the ones with the roasted garlic. You want 2 cans of that. And this right here, we're cooking about almost 5 pounds of oxtails. So if you're cooking more, if you're cooking 10 pounds, just double up this ingredients right here. So you see I'm putting 2 cans of this mix. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fill those cans right there, and I'm gonna put 2 cups. It's almost a cup, so that's 2 cups just to get the rest of the soup mixed out. I'm gonna whisk it up a little bit, and I'm gonna just get my electric mixer. I just try to make things a lot easier, but you don't want no lumps in it. So make sure you get all the lumps and everything out. Once you do that, you want to take this and pour it over your oxtails while they're on the stove. You can see I'm gonna just pour it on there. Make sure you're covering all of it up. And if it's not covered up, which you're gonna see right here, I'm gonna just add a little bit more water in it, maybe a cup of water. I'm gonna go put some water in this so I can get the rest of the mix out. And I'm gonna cover it up almost to the top. You want to go ahead and mix it around, make sure everything's covered. And I'm gonna add a few more onions to mine. I cut up a whole onion and add it in. You can add as much onion as you want. I love onions. I can eat them raw, especially with my greens. So you add the onions in, and you just stir it up a little bit more. And I'm gonna add a little minced parsley. I'm just putting that on for decoration. You can skip this step right here. I just want it to look pretty. So you stir it in, and once you finish doing that, and like I said, you can try to cook it on the stove top, but it ain't gonna work too good. But I'm gonna add me a little cut up potatoes, and the potatoes help thicken up the gravy a little bit, and it gives it a little bit more flavor. Once I get the potatoes in, and I'm gonna go ahead and transfer this over into the oven. So you see I got my glass container. So I put the oxtails in there. I'm gonna just pour the gravy on top of it. And you may have to eventually add a little bit more water, but I doubt it. As you see, I had it cooking there I'm putting it in the oven. And I'm gonna cook this for about 3.5, maybe 4 hours. So you see right there, that's about 2.5 hours. I'm gonna just go ahead and turn them over and cook them for another probably hour and a half. So about 2 hours you can come and turn them over on the other side, and then let it cook for a couple more hours. So total cook time is about 4 hours at 375. As you see, that's it right there. I'm almost at 4 hours. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. Man, that looks good. Go ahead and take them out and put them on my island here. And to see how tender it is, take me a fork. That's how I like mine to come apart. I don't want it overcooked. I don't want it tough. I want it just like that. So that's how you cook oxtails in the oven. Don't try to cook it on the stove. You're just gonna it's just a lot of work. You gotta stir it every 10 or 15 minutes. Just throw it in the oven, and you'll have your meal right here. I'm gonna put this on a bed of rice. I got me some collard greens and some black-eyed peas with some cornbread. We're gonna have a meal, country style meal here. So let me give this a taste. Man, look at that. Alright, if this video helped, subscribe to my channel. Thank you and have a great day.